One interesting bit that was also mentioned in Chronicle is that Stormwind's reconstruction by the Alliance was met with fairly mixed feelings by the survivors of the First War, namely because many of them refused to return because Stormwind was a reminder of everything they had lost before, and many of those refugees preferred to start their lives anew in Lordaeron, and that obviously came to nip them in the butt later. And this also confuses me a little bit because of, like I mentioned previously in another video, I'm really confused about how Stormwind is supposed to be this extremely populous city, and in actuality it should be just almost nothing, but regardless. One other minor thing is that the Naft Trollbane initially oversaw the internment camps, and afterwards presumably was replaced by a Delos Blackmore, although that's not specifically stated. One other minor tidbit is that during Beyond the Dark Portal, with the Death Knights searching for the artifacts, the Death Knights knew of these artifacts and that they were necessary to create portals to other worlds, but because Gul'dan told them, and Gul'dan found out from rummaging through Medivh's head. But Gul'dan did not know the exact location of those artifacts. You know who knew? Deathwing. And Deathwing told the Death Knights, and Deathwing allied with the Death Knights, and everything else that happened in the Beyond the Dark Portal novelization happened. Deathwing also is stated to, the process of infiltrating the Alliance's leadership as Lord Prestor is also described, and how Deathwing pretty much pretended to be a distant cousin of the King of Alterac so that he would have a claim to the throne. And it is also stated that Deathwing drove the actual King of Alterac, Aidan Perinold, insane. And that is why Perinold wasn't able to contradict anything Deathwing said. As I said, the events of Beyond the Dark Portal continue to happen as expected, with only two minor details. The first being, we finally found out why Deathwing wanted the skull of Gul'dan from Ner'zhul. Previously, it was stated to be sort of the subtle influence and power the skull of Gul'dan had and emanated, while now it is stated that Deathwing wanted the skull of Gul'dan because he thought he could use it to accelerate the growth of his black dragons. And one other minor thing is that during the battle for Auchindoun, between the Alliance expedition and the forces of Ner'zhul, the Alliance expedition is aided by Grizzix and his Arakoa, but no mention of the Draenei is made, even though the Draenei were part of the battle in Beyond the Dark Portal, and their intervention was actually one of my favorite parts of the book. But I digress. And finally, I also like that Chronicle finally established which happened first. Did Beyond the Dark Portal happen first, or did Day of the Dragon happen first? The answer is Beyond the Dark Portal happened before Day of the Dragon. Previously, there was a lot of confusion on the topic, and both hypotheses had merit. But no, Beyond the Dark Portal happened before the Day of the Dragon, which I guess suits me just fine. And I guess this brings me to the end of my opinionated look of Warcraft Chronicle. Would I recommend it, even with what I said? I think so. There are a lot of minor things that I did not mention. Namely, I did not mention them because I wanted only to mention new things in the lore, not necessarily additional layers to previous lore, although I did also do a bit of that. So if you want to really delve into the lore and see subtleties, yeah, I would recommend the Warcraft Chronicle. And like I said, I also like how it establishes an order and a storyline for everything that happened, rather than making it a few scattered stories that sometimes contradicted each other and sometimes even contradicted the entire universe, and so on and so forth. But of course, you are free to disagree with me, and we are all friends here. And yeah, I guess I will see you all next time. I wish you farewell.